Hi guys, welcome to another Block Spotlight. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Red Power Pump, Red Power Pump, fluid pipes and the grates as well. I'm going to look at them all in one because they do kind of go together. I guess the grates don't need to be used. Sometimes the pumps don't need to be used. But I'll show you them all together because they kind of sit in the same vein. Basically we have the pump here, we have the fluid pipe and then the grate, and it's literally just called a grate, called a fluid grate or anything special like that. This is Red Power's solution to moving things around. So what we'll do is we'll just have a look, see how this is made, and then I'll show you it all set up. What we have here 6 brass ingots around a glass. Now this is brass and not bronze. Brass you need to make in the alloy furnace. It's 3 copper and 1 tin, and let's just set that back up again like so. And that's going to give you 16 fluid pipes, so quite a lot of pipes for your money, but you are using quite a lot of copper and tin to do that. The grate, you're going to use one of those fluid pipes, put it with 7 iron bars, fairly easy recipe. The iron bars of course is 6 iron. Then for the pump is a little bit more involved. You need a blue alloy ingot with your 5 iron and a blue electric motor, a couple of pipes. You get your motor, 6 iron, blue alloy and a couple of copper coils, and your copper coils are your fine copper wire, iron bars and your iron ingots. So definitely not early game stuff, something you will progress to later on. Now the advantage that this particular system has over a Buildcraft system for instance is that this will actually move source blocks. So what we've got here is we have a little bit of a puddle here. I've got a grate already installed there now. You'll notice that this side of the grate has an attachment point on it. That attachment point is where you're going to put your pipe. So we'll make sure our pipe goes in there like so. We're going to place our pump down here. Now the pump does require electricity, and you'll notice the pump also has one of those yellow connectors on the side, so we need to turn that around now. You'll also see on the pump you've got this blue light here. That shows that it's got enough power to work. It's also got kind of an arrow there and arrows on this side as well, and what that basically means is they're pointing in there, so the liquid is coming in this side of the pump and going out this side because the arrows are pointing out of the connector. So this is actually back to front right now, so we need to turn that around and throw down another fluid pipe to attach it to that grate there, and then when we turn our pump on there, what you'll see is it's actually moving the source blocks. So it's going to move our source blocks out of here, and it's going to pick random source blocks to move, and it's going to fill up this here using those source blocks. So it's very, very cool, and we'll turn that off before it starts overflowing. And as you can see, it does remove source blocks over here, so depending on what kind of a system you're connected to, what kind of pool you're connected to, will depend on quite what kind of reaction you get. As you can see, if you were to have an infinite pool, you would probably just be generating source blocks out of it. Over here though, we've got a couple of lower areas, so we're actually losing water here, which is kind of what you'd expect if you're moving water about. As you can see though, redstone signal, red light goes on, and we've overflowed. So that's the pump. Hopefully hopefully you'll find that useful. There we go. Clean up our mess. Very, very useful block. Now these fluid pipes in the latest version of Red Power, they will work with any Buildcraft compatible liquid, so you can use them all over the place, and I personally think they look much better than any of the other liquid pipes, including the liquid ducts. So I'm certainly going to start using these a little bit more often. The thing is though, they do need these pumps, so unless you've got something that's going to output your liquids for you, you will need one of these blue electric pumps, but I think that's a price worth paying just to get these cool looking pipes. So there we go guys, there's the pump, fluid pipes and the grates from Red Power. I hope you will start putting those to use. I don't see too many people using them, so it'd be really nice to see these get a bit more popularity. So thanks for watching, hit the subscribe button if you've liked it, and I will see you next time.